So let's talk movies. More specifically, what if movies ended a little different than they originally were intended? What if they just, were played out a little bit more unique? Let's talk about that. Hello everyone, welcome back to Nerd News with your host Chris Chavez. This is a show created for nerds by a nerd. Now in today's episode, we're going to do something a little different. If you've been following my channel, you realize that I've been covering a lot of movie trailers, casting news, and my thoughts on just things entertainment. And me just being a movie buff, I have watched really great movies. I've watched subpar movies, and well then I have seen these kind of movies. But when I was looking back, or looking forward at the newer content that's coming out for Disney Plus, there is a great show that's coming out called Marvel What If. Now, Marvel What If begs the question, what happens if things happen a little differently in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? And that got me thinking, what if some of the movies that I really enjoy, what if those endings played out a little different? So, this is one of many episodes where I am going to do my own version of What If. This is Chris Chavez's I can't think of a name for it. So this is a brand new little segment. It's a What If segment. I can't think of anything else to call it, so we're just gonna call it What If. But before we begin, just like we do each and every episode, if this is your first time here, I would appreciate it if you would hit the like, the subscribe, the little notification bell. That little notification bell has a lot of juice packed behind it, guys. Okay, let's get on to this bad boy, shall we? So the first movie we are going to talk about in this new segment, it's a movie that is a movie that had one of the best twist endings. Like, I never saw this ending. Like, I couldn't guess this ending at all. It was one of the best twists ever in a film. That's right, The Sixth Sense. Now, if you haven't seen The Sixth Sense by this point, I don't know what you've been doing with your life, but yeah, you're gonna know about the movie. I mean, seriously, how haven't you seen Sixth Sense? It's like, you're probably those people that haven't watched Star Wars, huh? Yeah, I know your type. Oh, I know them. Okay, short recap of the film in case you haven't seen The Sixth Sense in a long time. Now, this movie is about a little boy named Cole who can communicate with spirits. Typical kid stuff. I see ghosts, let's talk about them. So Cole seeks the help of a child psychologist by the name of Malcolm Crowe. So throughout the psychology sessions, Cole learns how to deal with these spirits and eventually learns to communicate with them to understand the things that they are trying to communicate back to him. And then Cole helps the spirits by answering the questions that they are trying to ask him, like, who killed me? Or this is the man that killed me. I need you to let my family know. But long story short, Cole had no idea that Malcolm was actually dead the entire time, because dead people don't know that they're actually dead. And that was the big twist ending, and it blew my mind. So the entire time, it's almost like Cole was just hanging out with a dead guy. Yeah, that's not creepy. Okay, so now you got the gist, or a little rough remembrance of what the movie was about. So now let's play What If. So let's start at the beginning. What if at the very beginning Malcolm didn't get shot by Donnie Wahlberg? Seriously though, that was Donnie Wahlberg. That was some good acting. Like, he doesn't even physically look like him. I mean, Malcolm dying is one of the key, if not the key factors of this movie. That's the whole twist ending, is Malcolm being dead. I mean, without him actually dying, there is no twist ending. It's just like, oh, the boy gets better at the end. I mean, the movie at that point would just be about a boy who sees ghosts, and his sidekick psychiatrist is just along for the ride to help him, being like, snap out of it. Snap out of it. Or you could play the card of, what if Cole was actually just crazy the entire time? He actually saw what he thought was ghosts, but they're actually just living, breathing people like you and me. What if? And then that's why Malcolm enters the picture, because the parents have tried so many different things, of different medications, shock therapy. There's nothing that can help this kid snap out of it of, that's a ghost. No, it's not, Cole. That's your Aunt May, you idiot. And so the only person that can actually help Cole out of this delusion is Malcolm. I mean, that would turn into just like a light drama. That'd be like a TNT original, or not even a Netflix original. That'll be a TNT original. So, I mean, but if you play it that way, the ghosts that he sees, all the different ghosts would be a manifestation of his emotions. Like, for example, one of the ghosts that he sees in the movie, the little boy whose head is blown off from a shotgun, that could represent Cole's curiosity. The ghost that you never really see in the movie, but the one that physically abuses him and scratches him, that could represent Cole's anger. And of course, the little girl who drinks Pine Sol, that is pretty much terrified of her mom, that could be Cole's fear. I mean, and so on and so on and so on, depending on the ghost that he sees. But that's another representation of it. It's what he sees plays out in front of him. Ooh, that's good. But you can also take it a different route. But what if you flip the roles? What if Malcolm was the one that could actually see dead people and Cole was an actual dead person? And Cole's sole purpose in the movie, he's just trying to get to the afterlife, but there's something that is holding him back. Hence why Malcolm is there. Malcolm can help him figure out what is holding him here on Earth. That way his soul can finally rest and he can go up. I think that twist would be really, really compelling, considering it's like, you know, this guy's a child psychologist. So he sees all these kids, but he doesn't know that almost, not all of them, but maybe a few are actually dead. But there are several ways that you can go with this, and I think the best representation that I would say is, my final conclusion is, what if Malcolm could see dead people, Cole is a dead kid trying to find his way to the afterlife, and that whole movie is just based on him trying to go home. So this is just a fun little segment I'm going to do once in a while that just takes a movie and changing the ending and just to play with it and have fun and do a little, you know, dialogue between you and me. But what do you think of my ideas for a different ending of Sixth Sense? Or if you have a better ending, write in the comments below what you think. I would love to read them. But thanks for listening, guys. And if there is another movie that you have in mind that you would want me to do, let me know as well in the comment below. But if you enjoy my channel, please check out my social media accounts based on this channel. It is on Twitter and on Instagram. I update those daily so that you know what is going on in the entertainment world, because there's a lot. And thanks, guys, for watching. And, you know, remember, if you still have a VHS tape, please be kind. Rewind.